Hey, what's going on, world? Everybody out there in the jungle, all my tigers, what's up? You talking to your favorite tiger, Sean Handy. Well, you listening to your favorite tiger, Sean Handy. And welcome to another day of vlog, a vibe of my life, Tiger Talk TV. Thanks for tuning in. Before I move any further, I want to say thank you to everyone that has been responding to my last video that I put on my Instagram. Everybody that's been subscribing to my YouTube channel, thank you for subscribing. I'm super excited and happy about everybody that's been tuned in and giving me feedback and everything. So I wanted to thank you for that before I move any further. But today's Tiger Talk is inspired by a message that I got from someone yesterday. They actually DM'd me after they listened to the Kick Ass Today song. And it was a young lady that I know, we like go way back, and she's, as far as long as I've known her, she was like very like strong, gave off the appearance of like, you know, she don't take no crap, she don't play around. But she had sent me a message and said, man, I love this song. It's really helping me right now. I'm going through a depressing time and I'm around a lot of people, and I don't know who I could talk to. And she said that because I said, man, I'm happy that the song could help you in a time like this. And I'm here for you if you ever need somebody to talk to vent to. If you want somebody to just listen and you want to express yourself, I'm here for you. Unconditionally, it's all good. And she said, wow, thank you, because that means a lot, because I'm around a lot of people and nobody knows what I'm going through. And that sat with me for a while, actually, and it sat with me while I went to sleep. And I woke up around probably like 4 or 5 this morning, maybe like 4:30ish, 5 o'clock, one of those. In between that window, I woke up around that time, and I just sat in the bed, and like, for myself, I'll speak for myself. When I wake up, a lot of thoughts just be running through my head, and I try to catch on to at least one of those thoughts, to calm things down, to separate everything else. And the one thing I could think about is what the girl said to me about being around people and they don't know what she's going through, and how it's very important that when you are going through a rough time in life, whether it be depression, anxiety, just a really rough season in life, a divorce, you're mourning, you're just going through a rough period in life, it's very important that you are around unconditional love. And I'll speak personally for me. I know in my last video I talked about how some of the things that I went through that were rough in my life, I can honestly say during those times I was around unconditional love. And at that time, unconditional love was my family, was my immediate family. I got a quite big family, but it was immediate family. It was my sister who took me in. It was my nieces and my nephews. My younger nephew, he was like 4 at the time, or 5. He was like 3 or 4 at the time. And at the time, I was going through depression bad. And every day he would wake up in the morning, right? Come knock on my door. Uncle Sean, I'm hungry. Can you make me something to eat? And at first I got annoyed. Like, I would be annoyed immediately because I'm like, man, I'm trying to sleep. And at that time I'm depressed and I'm sad. I don't want to get out the bed. So the last thing I want is a kid knocking on my door. That's not, not my kid knocking on my door. So I'm like, I'm asleep, or isn't anybody else woke? That was my reply. He was like, no, nobody else woke. He wouldn't even check. But I would get out the bed at some point, eventually, like 5 or 10 minutes later, and because he was still there, he would check in, like, Uncle Sean, you asleep? You woke? Excuse me, my nose itch. I'm hungry. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna get you something to eat. So I'll make him something to eat, and then I end up staying downstairs with him, and we'll be watching TV or a show or something like that. But that happened every day. He came to my room every day, even if I was in a bad mood or grumpy or anything. He came to my room every day. he still, asked me, Uncle Sean, hey, Uncle Sean, good morning. He was super happy, and he still loved me the same, and I would still hug him, even when I was like, he just cheered me up, so I would hug him, and I would just, just love him, and he loved me unconditionally, and I would like to say, he taught me unconditional love, my nephew, and before that, I didn't know what unconditional love meant. So if you were like me, a lot of people don't know what unconditional love means. So I could put it in my own way, but I'm going to look up the actual definition. Unconditional love is known as affection without any limitations or love without any conditions. And it's longer, but pretty much no limitations to your love. And my nephew displayed that for me. And not just my nephew, my family did. I didn't want to be bothered by anybody because of what I was personally going through. I didn't want to talk to anyone because I didn't think they cared, or I was scared to talk about what I was going through because I just thought I would be judged. I felt like I looked weak if I talked about what I was going through. And my family, they loved me unconditionally. They didn't force me out of what I was going through. They didn't rush me out of it. And they just supported me, but unconditionally every day. They let me know they love me. They let me know I'm here if you ever want to talk. And I think that environment, it took me some time to come around because I still was in my own way. I still wanted to stay in my room at times. I wanted to stay on the couch. I didn't want to be bothered. I didn't want to talk to anybody at times. Or I might have been moody. I might have been grumpy. I might have been defensive, argumentative. But their love never changed. And because the love never changed, it encouraged me to come out of my shell. And I appreciate them to this day. And I always go back to that place around those people when I need love. It's like a battery that recharges. Love is, it feels like a battery that recharges you. Or people that can recharge you, the environment that recharges you. So I encourage you to go wherever the love is for you, and not fake love or any love. I'm talking about unconditional love. Someone or anyone that will love you without any limitations, whether you're up or down, whether you have money or no money, whether you're succeeding in life or whether you aren't sure where you're going in life. And these people, unconditional love doesn't mean that they're going to just, they're going to love you and not make sure you're on the right track, because that's not the case. They're going to make sure you're good. They're going to make sure, check on you, make sure you're okay, that you need anything, and not, throwing your life away or harming yourself or anything. But unconditional love is that it comes off, it's without any limitations. So I encourage you I think that being around unconditional love would probably make it easier for anyone to share, what they're going through and tell someone that they're hurting or what they're going through. Because my guess is, if you're not around unconditional love, you might feel like you're in a judgmental environment. And on the flip side, a judgmental environment could make anyone hesitant about sharing their feelings. I know it would make me feel that way. So I would encourage you to reach out to some people, reach out to the people that you feel like love you unconditionally, and check on them. But then in return, if you feel as though they love you unconditionally, I encourage you. It may be hard to share your feelings, and you might be a little prideful, and like your ego is like, nah, I can't let nobody see me weak. I can't let nobody see me down. I strongly urge you to reach out to that person. Let them know, hey man, I'm not okay. Hey, what you busy right now? Okay, if you are busy, can we talk sometime today? Because I'm not having a good day, and there's some things on my mind I would like to talk about. Because for me, I had to do that. I had to do that a lot of times, and I to this day, I still do it. I reach out to my brothers that love me unconditionally. I reach out to family that love me unconditionally. I reach out to friends. I'm blessed and fortunate to have an amazing partner. My fiance, she is also someone that shows me unconditional love. Many a times from the rip, you know, she showed me unconditional love to the point where I wasn't used to it. And I'm like, man, like I never knew this existed. So for a lot of us, love is maybe foreign. Just love, like love, the act of love and the feeling of love may be absent. It's foreign. We don't know what it looks like. We don't even know how to identify it. So unconditional love is a whole nother thing. But when you feel like you around someone that can love you through your problems, through your frustrations, your short temper, your ego, your demons, man, it's a beautiful feeling, and I strongly urge you to do it. Yeah, man, I strongly urge anyone out there that's watching this to get around some unconditional love and to really tap into that. Excuse me, I apologize. My messages, my phone hooked up to my laptop, so the messages come through. I spoke my fiance up. She texted me right now. But yeah, man, I just strongly urge you to get around some unconditional love. Embrace that. Yeah, let's get it. Oh yeah, don't forget, man. Keep going, because when you keep going, you earn stripes. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a comment. Follow me on Instagram at Handed Views. That's HANDID Views with 2 S's. Comment on YouTube. Subscribe. Share this with a friend. Share this with someone that you love unconditionally without limitations. I love you. Let's get it.